The Thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Wow, West Coast has it by 6.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parks Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
3 of them are right together with 1 furlong to go.
Let's Go Racing is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
Welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Danny Gibson here joining you with Dick Girardi, and we're coming to you from Parks Racing. And on today's show, the wait is finally over. It's Pennsylvania Derby Day back here at Parks Racing, and we could not be more thrilled. We're going to talk more about that. We're also going to look at $2 million races that we had on the turf last weekend from Belmont Park. And it was also Woodby Mile Day up in Canada, plus lots of big races from Churchill Downs, lots of Breeders' Cup winning your in races. So we'll talk more about that in our national coverage. But Dick, the excitement is here. It's Pennsylvania Derby Day. We're going to have $2 million races, the PA Derby and the Cotillion, and they are star-studded fields.
Yeah, there's no question, Danny. I think you can make a really good case. This 13-race card is the best card in the history of the racetrack. I mean, it is just loaded all over the place. So we got 13 races, $3.74 million in purses. The 8 stakes races, $3.4 million, and you mentioned obviously the headliners of the $1 million Cotillion and the $1 million Pennsylvania Derby. Great jockeys, some of the best in the country are here. Hall of Fame trainers, soon to be Hall of Fame trainers. Just one of the all-time great deals. Make sure you come out here, obviously, but if you can't make it, PHL 17, 4 to 6 o'clock. Neil Hartman will host. I'll be there. You'll be there. We'll have a cast of thousands.
Oh, it's going to be great. Well, we hope you can come out. Post time is going to be 12:05. They're going to have a free hat giveaway while supplies last. Picnic family fun with our friends at Pennsylvania Horse Racing Association. They're going to have a virtual simulator that's going to be really cool. Pony rides, live music, but the racing is going to be off the charts.
It is, and look, the headliner is the Pennsylvania Derby. Hot Rod Charlie. Hot Rod Charlie's been the hard luck horse of the season. Midnight Bourbon will be here for Steve Asmussen, who's got horses all over the card. So that's a great race. The Cotillion is sensational. I mean, I wasn't sure what we were getting in the Cotillion, Danny, but in the end, we got the CCA Oaks winner, Maracuja. We got Army Wife, who won the Black Eyed Susan. We got Clairiere, who's been close in all the big races. It's going to be a wild deal.
It's going to be a great race. We hope everyone can come out. While we're here talking about Parks Racing, let's get to some local racing. It was Monday's 9th race here at Parks Racing, a $35,000 allowance optional claiming race going 1 mile and 70 yards for the $47,000 purse. And our post-time favorite is number 1, Riding with Biden, for trainer Butch Reed, who we're going to see out here have horses running in some of the stakes today.
Right, so even money on Riding with Biden. I wasn't sure he necessarily stood out over the field, but somebody had to be favored, and he was.
He certainly was. And our second choice, Lord Wins a Lot, Pennsylvania bred, shipping in from Penn National Racecourse for trainer Aaron McClellan, and Tyler Connor gets them out.
He does, and this is an interesting horse. It looked like possibly Lone Speed.
Well, we'll see what happens. Here's the call of our local race of the week with track announcer Chris Griffin.
Lord Wins a Lot has speed, then comes Running for Home. These two into that turn. Taking off the pace will be Hibachi. Now settling in as Riding with Biden's going to move to third. Brilliant Chase is going to make a wide rally as Riding with Biden is now shoved along. Frankie Pennington trying to get the attention there of Riding with Biden, who's now at the back of the field with Colonel Juan. They work around this turn. It's Lord Wins a Lot, who's up by a length and a half, call it 2. Running for Home is tracking in second with a wide Brilliant Chase. Then comes Hibachi, Riding with Biden at the back of the field with Colonel Juan. Lord Wins a Lot and Tyler Connor, they're up by 2 lengths. Running for Home is right there in second. Brilliant Chase is tracking from third. Scooting through to the inside is Hibachi. Riding with Biden is at the tail of the field with Colonel Juan. Opening quarter mile was 23-2. That half mile time, we'll see that posted here in just a moment. Less than a half mile to go. They went 47-2 for a half mile time. Into that far turn, Lord Wins a Lot. Running for Home is chasing this leader now. Under a full drive is Hibachi. Losing ground quickly was Brilliant Chase. Colonel Juan Riding with Biden still has about 3.5 to make up. Lord Wins a Lot is approaching the quarter mile pole, still in front. Running for Home is ready to tackle right to the outside, and Running for Home is about to put ahead in front. Lord Wins a Lot not done down towards the inside. Riding with Biden is going to need some room, is tipping to the outside, is trying to keep that one hemmed in, will be Hibachi. These 4 have it right now, 8 to go. Lord Wins a Lot's got a nose in front. Running for Home is trying to run on by him, it hasn't yet. Hibachi and now Riding with Biden tips to the far outside. Lord Wins a Wins-A-Lot is very game to the inside. Lord Wins-A-Lot just keeps going, and Lord Wins-A-Lot wins.
Well, Lord Wins-A-Lot went out on the lead and kept going, and then dug in gamely when Kendrick Carmouche came up to him with his mount for Tyler Service. But wow, Lord Wins-A-Lot, I mean, that was a really game finish.
Couldn't be much named better than Lord Wins-A-Lot, because this is 6th lifetime win, and as you said, Danny, it looks like 3 or 4 times we're just going to get past, just never happened.
I talked to jockey Tyler Connor after the race, and he said he waits on horses. So he was kind of waiting for Running for Home and Kendrick Carmouche to come up to him, and then he dug in again. So really good win for them, shipping him from Penn National.
Indeed.
Well, it's time for Dick and I to head to our first break. When we come back, we're going to have $2 million turf races from Belmont Park and Woodby Mile. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Let's Go Racing.
Tango, 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 slick back. They've been there the entire journey.
Looking to join the thrill and excitement of thoroughbred racehorse ownership? Pewter Stable can get you started. With more than 25 years of experience under the leadership of Greg and Kate DeMasi, Pewter Stable is one of the industry's leaders in racing partnerships, winning hundreds of races and millions of dollars at racetracks all over the Mid-Atlantic, including New York. No markup, no management fees makes our partnerships unique and affordable. We are Pewter Stable.
If you want action and you want it now, you got to get the new Parks Racing mobile app. Wager and watch thoroughbred and harness racing from around the world. With the Parks Racing mobile app, it's easy to open and fund your account. Then place your wagers and cheer on your horse as they thunder down the stretch. With the Parks Racing mobile app, you'll easily make withdrawal requests, view the previous day's replays and results. Plus, open any new account now and you'll be automatically enrolled in the Parks Rewards program. The more you wager, the more you earn. Get the new Parks Racing mobile app and get in on the action.
Racehorses are pampered.
Treated with care and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
And they do right by us.
the hard-working folks
Who proudly earn our living.
In Pennsylvania's horse racing,
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
but it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs,
Jobs and billions in economic impact each year.
all across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parks Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parks is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Our national coverage is brought to you by the Chapman Auto Group. If their emblem's not on the back of your car or truck, well, you did pay too much. We're going to start right at Belmont Park. They're back open and running, and they had a $1 million turf race, the Jockey Club Derby Invitational, going 1.5 miles over the turf course for 3-year-olds. And our favorite is for trading Aidan O'Brien, Bolshoi Ballet, 2-1, gets jockey Ryan Moore back up.
Right, won the Belmont Derby, Danny, back in July. I really didn't think that was all that great of an effort, but came back to be a heavy favorite in the Saratoga Derby. Really didn't really fire in that race, but they're going to try one more time, favored again.
We're going to have to see him step back up again. Our second choice is Soldier Rising for Christophe Clement, who's has lots of good turf horses and is going to have a good Belmont meet. You guys watch with jockey Irad Ortiz.
Yeah, indeed. Most recently second in that Saratoga Derby. We talked about it 14-1 that day, not 14-1 today.
And we're very happy to say our track announcer, Chris Griffin, did the call of Belmont Park of the Jockey Club Derby.
They slow things down up front. Gets bunched. Tango, tango, tango with a half-length margin on Slickback, who's tracking in second. Soldier Rising weighted with to the inside with a wide Bolshoi Ballet. Still in between horses there is Step Dancer. Tokyo Gold is second to last, and the red cap and the Godolphin Blue of Yabir can see them all. 5 lengths would cover them all as they take it to the backstretch here in the Derby. It's Tango, Tango, Tango still in front, is still up by that neck. Slickback, Bolshoi Ballet continues to be wide, has taken third with a ground-saving Soldier Rising down to the inside. Step Dancer is losing some ground, now gets past to the inside by Tokyo Gold, and still at the back gets Yabir. Tango. Tango is going to try and take them all the way. Slick Back is right there in second. Bolshoi Ballet now a comfortable third with Soldier Rising still saving ground to the inside, is going to reclaim that third position. They pick up the tempo up front. Tokyo Gold is still there with Step Dancer. Yabir has trailed throughout. They take it into the far turn. Tango with a head in front. Slick Back is ready to challenge. Bolshoi Ballet is waiting for the cue on the far outside, but Soldier Rising is beating that rival to the spot, has got a head in front. Tokyo Gold is following that move. Step Dancer, Yabir still can see them all. Tango, Slick Back. They've been there the entire journey. Now Bolshoi Ballet is called upon. In some traffic comes Soldier Rising, is going to try and squeeze through for some room. Top of the lane, it's Slick Back, your leader. Soldier Rising, there's Yabir, and Yabir is now mowing them down. Yabir in a last to first move. In an instant, Yabir with an 8th to go is sprinted 2 lengths clear. Soldier Rising is chasing that move. Slick Back, not today. Bolshoi Ballet. Yabir from last to first will win the Jockey Club Derby.
Yabir with a last to first effort with jockey Jamie Spencer for trainer Charlie Appleby and Godolphin. I mean, we will be talking about them a lot on this show today.
Yeah, I mean, they just won everything. They've had an incredible year, Central Quality here, and horses all around the world winning all those big stakes races. And this was a powerhouse. Last to first move, as you described it, Danny. And Charlie Appleby had himself quite a weekend, too, in New York, in Canada, everywhere.
Oh, he certainly did. What a performance that was. Well, sticking with our turf superstars, we head up to Canada. It was Woodby Mile Day, one of my favorite races. The Rico Woodby Mile, a grade 1 going 1 mile over their turf course, $1 million purse. And our favorite is Set Piece for trainer Brad Cox, Jum Up Farms with jockey Joel Rosario.
Yeah, I was a little surprised Set Piece was favored over Raging Bull. Maybe just Raging Bull's last race wasn't as good as it has been, but nothing wrong with Set Piece. I mean, he gives you an effort just about every time, too.
Well, that takes us right to our second choice, Raging Bull for trainer Chad Brown. It's Frankie Dettori riding. That should be interesting.
Yeah, Frankie Dettori and Chad Brown, that's a pretty good turf crew right there. And when Raging Bull is good, Danny, he is really good. It's a question of, where is he exactly in his career at this moment?
Well, we're certainly going to see here in a minute. Here is the call of the Woodby Mile.
It is Town Cruise the leader. In second, Duke of Hazard the outside. Between them is Change of Control. About 2 to Space Traveller, followed by in the centre, Avies Flatter, who's about 4.5 off the lead. 2.5, Olympic Runner, Raging Bull, March to the Arch. And getting back in the early part, Rider Comet. And the race favourite, Set Piece, will have to come from absolute last, is about 10 lengths off this leader. And loping along, Town Cruise by about 1 3/4 lengths. Duke of Hazard in second. As they go inside the 5/8, they've drawn off to lead by 5 lengths. Then came Change of Control. On the inside is Avies Flatter. And starting to make some ground is also Space Traveller. 1.5 lengths Olympic Runner, Raging Bull. Over on the inside, March to the Arch. 2 lengths away is Rider Comet, second last. And 1.5 lengths away last is Set Piece. Town Cruise continues to roll as they go inside the 3/8. Leads by 2.5, Duke of Hazard. Running on well is Avies Flatter. On the outside, Space Traveller. Then Change of Control up the inside. March to the Arch. Rider Comet swings wide, as does Raging Bull. Set Piece is still well back. Now they're coming. Avies Flatter after Town Cruise with Duke of Hazard. And right down the outside, Rider Comet. Olympic Run to the centre. Set Piece is getting to work now. The leader remains Town Cruise. Town Cruise on the inside in front. A cavalry charge down the outside. Space Traveller and Rider Comet and Raging Bull, but Daisuke Fukumoto stole this year's Rico Woodby Mile with Town Cruise.
Well, Town Cruise with the upset at 8-1 takes them gate to wire. And how cool is this? Brandon Greer, he's the owner, he's the trainer, he's even part breeder, and him and his dad picked out his dad's the bloodstock agent, and they bred this horse themselves, and this is their first grade 1 win.
Yeah, good for them. I mean, on paper, this horse really was overmatched, but the whole race changed. Loose on the lead, Fraction's not that fast. Nobody could come and get him. It's interesting. Raging Bull looked like he was going to be last on the turn, and then he came running at the finish. I'm not sure what that means, but obviously this is a huge prep for the Breeders' Cup Mile. at Del Mar. A lot of winners of that race come out of the Woodby Mile.
Absolutely. Speed is dangerous, and like you said, he was close to the rail, and it looked like Speed was really holding close on that turf rail. So look forward to seeing him move forward. And we're going to head to Kentucky under the Twin Spires. Churchill Downs is back up and running. It was the Locust Grove Stakes. That's a Grade 3 going 1 mile and 16th for our fillies and mares. And we see She Dares the Devil back. She's our favorite at 3 to 5.
So the Kentucky Oaks winner last year, Danny, this horse has run, fillies run 4 times at Churchill. She has not lost yet, and she's a heavy favorite, and she's lone speed, so she's in a pretty good spot for Brad Cox and Florent Giroux.
We'll see if they can capture again. They almost have a perfect record at Churchill Downs. We'll see if that stays true. And our second choice is for our friend Kenny McPeak, Envuantite with Brian Hernandez.
Yeah, easy for you to say.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I love these announcers that can figure out how to say all these names. Look, she's solid. She doesn't run bad. Wins 13 starts, 5 wins, 2 seconds, 3/3.
Very competitive fillies and mare race. Well, here is the call with track announcer Travis Stone of the Locust Grove Stakes.
She Dares the Devil caught a flyer from that outside post, and just like that, she's in front. And she's angling over toward the rail. It's She Dares the Devil heading for the clubhouse, turned the leader. Enfoutant is not far behind with Crystal Ball. They're together second and third as they move into that turn. Our Super Freak comes away fourth. Matera in a bit of traffic. They're racing in fifth, and High Regard settles in at the back in sixth. She Dares the Devil with that swift move out of the gate, heads to the backstretch run unopposed on a 1-length advance. Enfoutant tracking from second. There's 6 furlongs to go. Crystal Ball toward the inside is racing third. Our Super Freak is in the clear now fourth. Matera toward the rail, and at the back is High Regard. She Dares the Devil walked through that opening quarter mile. 24 in 1/5 seconds, well within the scope of this Grade 1 runner. It's She Dares the Devil heading down the backstretch run. Enfoutant continues to track from second. There's 4 furlongs to go now. Crystal Ball toward the inside is racing third. Our Super Freak is 3 wide onto the far turn from fourth. Matera and High Regard. The 1/2 mile in 48 and 1/5 seconds. They're rounding the far turn. She Dares the Devil leads down to 3/4 of a length as Enfoutant puts in a bit outside the quarter pole. Our Super Freak is also there. Crystal Ball set to strike while in behind. High Regard comes wide off the turn, and Matera top of the stretch. She Dares the Devil set down for the final 3/16, holding on to that lead. Crystal Ball's trying to sneak through down inside. Enfoutant is there. High Regard, our Super Freak Matera. She Dares the Devil has to fend off Crystal Ball. Crystal Ball's in so tight down toward the rail. She Dares the Devil digs down some more, and She Dares the Devil does it.
She Dares the Devil. Perfect record at Churchill Downs. And I would think we will see her in the Breeders' Cup Distaff.
Yeah, Distaff is going to be really a great race. They're all going to be great at Del Mar. We're looking forward to all of it. But yeah, certainly She Dares the Devil will be in there. Be interesting to see how she runs when she gets away from Kentucky. It's not like she hasn't run well elsewhere, but
right.
She's great at Churchill Downs.
And she's going to win at Del Mar as well. But I just want to mention Crystal Ball. Hard luck. She got second with jockey Tyler Gaffleone. She was stuck on the inside. I think we see her move forward big for trainer Rudy Brissett.
Yeah, there you go. We'll see. Maybe see her too in the race.
Yeah, you might. Well, it's time for Dick and I to head to another break. When we come back, we're going to have our jockey and trainer of the week and lots more stakes action. So don't go anywhere. It's Pennsylvania Derby Day. We'll be back in a flash.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided nearly 2,800 former racehorses with a safe retirement. The program was created through the foresight of the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association.
We all love animals, and to give back to something that helps us so much, it's a great thing.
Responding to the need for a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retiring equine population at Parks Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
These horses can do anything from hunter jumpers to western to therapeutic riding.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
We want to make sure that our horses that have run so well for us over the years get the great opportunity to get a new vocation.
Out of everything that we've done in Pennsylvania for racing, I think that's the thing we can be most proud of.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please give us a call or contact us at turningforhome.org.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Our Jockey and Trainer of the Week is brought to you by Turning for Home, our racehorse retirement program right here at Parks Racing. And our Jockey of the Week is Luis Ocasio. He's been riding unbelievably, lots of firsts, lots of seconds, lots of thirds. And he actually won the Eclipse Award several years ago for an apprentice jockey.
And he's hot right now, Danny, so he gets the award this week.
Absolutely. And our Trainer of the Week is Jacinto Solis. He and his son teamed up for their first win. Angel owner was his first win last Monday in the 10th race, and the smile on his face was priceless, something he'll always remember.
Yeah, and the first win is just one of those things you will never forget, no matter how many you have gone forward.
Congratulations to them. Well, it's time for a race recap brought to you by the Pewter Stable. Check them out at pewterstable.com. Become an owner today with that great partnership group. And we're going to start with Woodby Mile. It was the Pattison Canadian International. It's a grade 1 going a mile and a half, $600,000 purse, and keep your eye on the number 2 Walton Street.
So Primo Touch the 5 is in front at 41-1, but Walton Street the 2 is just stalking. It's just a question of when they want to go. Well, Frankie Dettori said top of the stretch, let's go, and this horse is just gone. What a turn of foot. We mentioned Godolphin, Charlie Appleby, it's them again. Win by almost 6 at the wire. I thought of all the performances over the weekend, I thought Walton Street's was the very best.
He was flat out sprinting that last eighth of a mile. And we get to see Frankie Dettori do his flying dismount, always super cool.
Love the flying dismount.
And I love that Walton Street 7 and Desert Encounters 9. The two old boys took it to them first and second. Well, we're going to head to Churchill Downs under the Twin Spires. It was the Grade 3 Pocahontas Stakes for 2-year-old fillies, $300,000 going a mile and 16th. And yeah, I mean, the race is going to really change in a second. Keep your eye on number 9.
Yeah, keep your eye on 9, Hidden Connection. Brett Calhoun trains. Of course, Brett, no stranger to Parks, was one with Chamberlain Bridge and was just here recently won the Catherine Sophia. This filly just runs away from the field, Danny. Wins by more than 9 lengths at the wire and runs 1.1 seconds faster than the boys will run in the Iroquois, which is the race we're going to show next.
Not only was it visually impressive, the time was there. And look who she's by. She's by Sire Connect. He won our Pennsylvania Derby here a few years ago for trainer Chad Brown. And jockey Raylu Gutierrez, we're going to see him break through to the next level. When he won our Catherine Sophia Stakes on Lovely Ride, I interviewed him, and he said trainer Brett Calhoun was going to help take him there, and he's got the goods.
Yeah, he's getting on the good horses. That's how you get noticed.
Absolutely. Well, sticking with Churchill Downs, it's time for the 2-year-old boys. It's the Iroquois Grade 3, $300,000 purse going a mile and 16th. And we're going to see the 3 and 5 up on the lead. You see the gray Stellar Tap in the mix, but hold on, right?
Yeah, Stellar Tap's a big favorite here, even money, Danny. I think more on reputation. Remember, that's the horse that got Steve Asmussen the all-time record, 94.46 up at Saratoga, but it's going to fade out of the picture here late. 8 Major General for Todd Pletcher is at mid-pack and then makes a run and is going to hold on, win by a neck. Only a 76 buyer. Again, I thought the filly was way more impressive than the Colts.
Yeah, I do like the long sustained run that Major General. He did show a new dimension. When he broke his maiden, he was out on the lead, so it was nice to see him relax, but I think it was all about the girls for sure.
Indeed.
Well, it's time for Eye on Racing, and the action is here. We're going to talk about that, but Belmont Park has a big day. They have their Grade 2 Kelso, and Churchill Downs has the Grade 3 Dogwood, but let's dive into some of the races here right at Parks.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's the first stakes race of the day features Chub Wagon, seriously, and the Plum Pretty going 2 turns for the first time. But yeah, it's local, it's Chub Wagon. Can she go long? She'll be in front, and they're going to see if they can get a 10th lifetime win at 11 starts.
Well, we're certainly going to be rooting for her, and that queen, she loves to get her picture, but yeah, she's going to have to get the 2 turns. She's here at her home track.
Yep.
And what about the Parks Dirt Mile? We're going to see Dreams Untold again for trainer John Service. Do you think he can improve off that last start?
I think he can improve a little bit, but he did have a perfect trip that day. And this is a race that could be a headliner a lot of days, Danny.
Right.
I mean, there's $3 million winners in this race. I mean, it is powerful. Steve Asmussen's in the race, and Brad Cox. I mean, this is a really good race.
I think Silver State's going to have something to say at Warriors Charge. We'll probably see up close to the lead for our friends 10 Strike Racing.
Yeah, it's a great race. Look, it's a great race card, and that's that's one of the great races on it.
One is better than the next. The Grade 3 Greenwood Cup. We're going to see Math Wizard.
How about
he won
that?
our Pennsylvania Derby back in 2019. Here he's going to make another start here, going 1.5 miles.
And of course, owned by John Finelli, locally the car dealer over in South Jersey, grew up in South Philly, and that's the last Pennsylvania Derby winner, Danny, 2019.
It's going to be exciting
We
to see.
haven't had one since then. We're
Right.
about to have one in a couple hours.
Well, we're going to have one in 2021, so don't you wait. Well, it's time for us to head to another break. When we come back, we're going to have news and notes. We're going to talk more PA Derby and Cotillion Day, so stick around here on Let's Go Racing.
Here in Pennsylvania, we're proud of our breeding program, the best in North America. But we're also proud to be leaders in this industry. The PA Horse Breeders Association is funding cutting-edge research at Penn Vet to detect gene doping in thoroughbreds. And we endorsed the SAFE Act to help end the slaughter of American horses. Plus, we're pleased to support the aftercare programs set up by our horsemen's groups. Just a few of the reasons why you should join us in Pennsylvania, the premier place to breed and race.
If you want action and you want it now, you got to get the new Parks Racing mobile app. Wager and watch thoroughbred and harness racing from around the world. With the Parks Racing mobile app, it's easy to open and fund your account. Then place your wagers and cheer on your horse as they thunder down the stretch. With the Parks Racing mobile app, you'll easily make withdrawal requests, view the previous day's replays and results. Plus, open any new account now and you'll be automatically enrolled in a Parks Rewards program. The more you wager, the more you earn. Get the new Parks Racing mobile app and get in on the action.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parks Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parks is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Racehorses are pampered.
Treated with care and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
And they do right by us.
the hard-working folks
Who proudly earn our living.
In Pennsylvania's horse racing,
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
but it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs,
Jobs and billions in economic impact each year.
all across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Our news and notes is brought to you by the Granny Fund. The Granny Fund helps continuing education for our backstretch community. We have to dive back into the PA Derby. I mean, some of these races, we're going to have the Grade 3 Turf Monster. Hopefully we'll get to see Caravel now with Grand Motion.
Yeah, the terrific Pennsylvania bred filly. She is just about unbeatable at short races on the turf.
Yeah, we'll see her take on the boys, hopefully. The Grade 3 Gallant Bob, Jackie's Warrior, is going to be here at Parks.
Yeah, how about Jackie's Warrior, the fastest 3-year-old sprinter in the country for Steve Asmussen. I can't wait to see Jackie's Warrior take on Barron and Butch Reed and a bunch of others.
Barron's got the best forelock in the game. And the Cotillion, the girls, I mean, we're rooting for leader of the band, Pennsylvania bred.
Yeah, leader of the band for Will Schwartz, who won the Monmouth Oaks, ran really good here in the Catherine Sophia. She'll be in against all the big girls from around the country today. And look, Butch Reed has a bunch of horses in today. John Service, we mentioned the national trainers, but the local guys well represented on this card.
Absolutely. And Guadalupe Preciado trains our girl Chubwagon
Indeed.
and the PA Derby. And the Alphabet Soup's going to close out the day.
Yep.
But we're going to see some really neat PA breds in that. So that'll be a good race to stick around.
That's after the Pennsylvania Derby, but don't miss us on TV if you can't make it out here today, 4 to 6. Neil Hartman will host. I'll be an analyst. Danny will be on the show. Maggie Wolfendale's coming in from New York. Kate and Bradar. Bruce Casello, of course, is the maestro running the whole thing.
It's going to be the cast to remember. Don't forget, come out. Post time's 12:05. Get a Pennsylvania Derby hat while supplies last. Check out the picnic grove. Live music, pony rides. Pennsylvania Horse Racing Association has our virtual simulator. We cannot wait to see you. It's Pennsylvania Derby. Come check us out. We'll see you next week here on Let's Go Racing.